It's your girl, and I got a little bit of tea. Literally, I got this. That and I quit my job. So for the tea part, I know usually it's a little weird. It's usually all about coffee, and I got a bunch of other coffee things I want to try. But I quit my job the day before yesterday. And I quit my job with no backup plan. I'm not even 2 steps ready to really try to think of to open my brick and mortar for my own shop. This art here, I think is pretty cool. My allergies are kind of bothering me, so I can kind of say I smelled cinnamon when I just took a whiff. I just warmed up my water, so I didn't have to wait too much about that. But yeah, so I quit my job, and I have no regrets about it. It does make me feel anxious because I quit my job. I didn't have anything else lined up. I didn't start doing any applications. Oh, this smells like gingerbread cookies. Like really good gingerbread cookies. I quit my job. Nothing to fall back on. Literally. I mean, I just got paid, so I just paid rent. And yeah, I just am kind of dealing with it. Excuse me. And it's scary. It makes me feel anxious. I have to let my tea steep, but it definitely, it smells like a gingerbread cookie. So yeah, that happened, and I quit because my boss was just a great a-hole. And a lot of people try to be like, you shouldn't talk bad about your previous job, especially whatever, but it just seems like to this lady, I just wasn't doing my job the way I felt like I was doing it. I was the manager, and it was slow. We just opened the store, so there's not too much for me to manage. Not much for me to do. There's like me make coffee, me to teach my coworkers how to make coffee, how to talk about it, and that's pretty much it. I didn't place orders. I took in whatever orders that we got. But she just made me feel like, she just had this way about making me feel like shit. And I'm just like, I know that I do the best of my abilities. I know that I'm not rude or disrespectful, which were her 2 favorite words. And attitude. She always felt like someone had an attitude with her. I'm just like, what do you want me to do? And there's nothing I can do. I told myself this year, like in my Happy New Year video, that I was going to not wait for anyone. I wasn't going to wait for opportunities to come my way. And I also was not going to take anyone's shit. No one's shit. Because like I had heard things that she like said about me and felt about me or whatever. I'm just like, I've literally done above and beyond. I've literally tried to do all that I could possibly do for the store, and then by the time I did everything I could do, there's nothing to do. So of course I'm just like leaning back, chilling, talking. Apparently me chit-chatting, specific word she used, was, something that really like irked her. And I'm just like, I don't understand. It's just like, it's coffee. It's not rocket science. A it's not a fine dining restaurant. It's like, I am myself. I like to talk. I like to have a good time. I'm pretty what's the word? I won't say lackadaisical, but laissez-faire. I mean, easygoing about it. And I mean, I still get shit done. But it just seemed like every day it was just something that I just wasn't doing. And like, I never, like, the entire month, I felt like I never got any praise. Granted, you don't need praise to know that you're doing a good job. But it's just like, she just never once made me feel like I was, she never made me feel like I was a manager. She would talk to me as a manager, but then it was just like, then you go back and do something else. But then, like, the other day, my now former coworker came in, and this lady went off. It was a full store, it was busy, and she went off, and like, you're the owner of the store and we have customers. That's not how you do things. And then she came to me, she came at me wrong. And I'm like, again, like I said, I promised myself, I'm not gonna wait for nobody. I'm not gonna let nobody treat me any kind of way like this lady was doing. And I'm not gonna be made to feel like I am the bad person, when I'm not gonna say I'm the victim, but honestly, this lady treated me like whatever. But then would make it seem like I was the problem when I came in early. Yeah, there was a couple times I came in late because Metro. But I would come in early. I would do everything. I would still have the store open on time. But nothing. It was like she would get short and snippy with me. I'm just like, I gotta take it. This is a grown woman. I mean, I'm grown too, but this is someone who was, double my age. I promised myself that I'm not gonna take no one's shit. I understand that I have bills to pay, and it's going to be a little like rocky. But I rather know that I have a clear mind and I'm mentally, what's the word for it? Sane. I'd rather have my shit together mentally. This lady just like washing her clothes and she in some heels, and I'm just like I like being on the third floor. I can be nosy. But yeah, I just tell myself I'm not taking no one's shit this year. And that means removing myself from a toxic job place where it's not my coworkers, but it's the person above me being the most toxic, the most, it was just too much. So I quit my job and I'm looking for the next one. Yeah, it sucks because I just started making these bonds with people. Because that's a part of the barista. You get to know the people, you get to know their drinks, and you get to know some other stuff. I just started getting a little bit of business. But yeah, it's just like, don't take no one's shit. Don't stay in a job where you're not happy, where you don't feel comfortable working. Because like, if you feel like you have like someone just like staring you down all the way across the room and won't speak on it, or just keep saying the same thing, but it's just like they fail to realize that you are not, the problem, leave that shit. That's just my thing. Because I was getting paid to deal with temper tantrums and, to start things that we didn't even have. But yeah, someone said, like, you don't shit talk your old job because you never know how it's going to be. But it's just like, then what? I don't want anyone to go into the same case. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe she just has something against me. I didn't do anything. I feel like it's been a while since I put this tea back in here. So it should be ready to sip on. But yeah, that's the tea about why I quit my job. And I can say that even though like I feel anxious and it's a little scary since this is the first time in like 6 years where I willingly quit a job. So it's an experience and I just gotta deal with it as it comes. But back to this tea. Vermont maple ginger. Guys, come on. Like I said, my allergies have just been on fire, but I just took a Benadryl, so it's getting better. I like Celestial teas. I think they're really good. But I saw this one, I never saw it before, and I'm just like, of course, I want to try it because I will be trying all kinds of things I've never seen before or heard of. So this, on the back of the box, it says, this unique herbal tea blend is deliciously complex. We pair real Vermont maple sugar with lively earthy ginger to achieve perfect balance of sweet and spice. This blend is a delightful way to start your morning, equally satisfied to sip on at the end of the day. So I got cinnamon, maple, ginger, Luhanguo, and Vermont maple syrup. I don't know what that one is. Maybe it's the type of tea leaf that's in here. And then this is also a caffeine-free tea. I haven't had any coffee today. But I felt like since I spilled some tea, I'm gonna drink some tea. Here we go. Oh, I didn't add anything into it because I just want to see how it tastes. I have to add something into my tea to give it some flavor. But it definitely smells good, so I'm going to add some sugar to it. You know what? I'm going to add some honey to it. Honey bear. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been applying for jobs. And that's been, and just getting my head right. I spent so much time dealing with toxic people that, you know, losing myself in the mix of it is just, you know, it's not worth it. Because I know how I am. I know how I like to do things. Hey, Rowie. Where'd you go? Yeah, but that's it. So Vermont maple, they also, like this company, I have this other tea. Their graphics, like, are super dope. Like, this is my other favorite tea, Tension Tamer. I like it. Oh yeah, that's good. It definitely has a little bit of spice to it. I've let it sit in here. Usually, you know, sometimes if it's a black tea, I'll take the bag out afterwards. But herbal tea, I just like to let the flavor just extract all the way. I wish I would have saw this in the fall. This would have been like a really nice. Well, you can drink tea whenever you want, but this would have been something super dope. Well, I wonder how it tastes ice. And the honey's not really doing too much for me, but I already put a lot in there. Definitely has that spicy gingeriness at the end. I guess I can kind of get the maple, but now that I added honey, it does definitely smell like you get the maple aroma when you, like, you give it a good whiff. Tea bag almost came in my mouth that time. But yeah, it's been your girl, spilling some tea, drinking some tea. Yeah, so I hope y'all have a good one. I'll be posting another coffee vid soon. I don't know why I even said it like that. I'm weird. Anyway, I've had too much time on my hands. But, you know, sometimes you just need that little break from the monotony. Even though, you know, got to work at 6, get off at 1 or whatever. But, you know, it is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. And I definitely feel happier mentally that I've just left that shit. So, regardless of, like, if you get paid a certain amount of money, if you know, the situation seems pretty good, even if you, like, that's another thing, like, I try to keep myself in situations because I really cared about my coworkers, and I'm usually that one that tries to keep shit running, keep shit smooth, but I'm like, I also was like, you know, I can't do everything for everybody all the time, and this year is going to definitely be a me year, a Patrice year, a Kiyomi year. It's going to be a Simply Wicked Sweets year. I'm going to be trying to bake more stuff, do more stuff, and that's my promise to myself. And so far I've been keeping my promise. Like, I left a toxic ass place. That's it. So yeah, have a good one.